Oh my god, why can't I speak? Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. If you are new here, hi, my name is Sarah, and I make a lot of special effects tutorials, some beauty tutorials, and a little bit of DIY in between. Today's video is kickstarting 2018, but still kind of going back to 2017, and that is a beauty favorites video. I have seen a lot of people I'm subscribed to on YouTube making these kinds of videos, and I thought I would give it a try considering this last year has been kind of like my breakout into makeup on my channel. The beauty products I actually have for this video are mostly just the makeup products that I've been continuously using on my channel. A little bit of a disclaimer, I guess, for this video is that I'm not a huge beauty YouTuber. I mean, I love makeup and I love doing makeup on myself and obviously filming it for you guys, but I buy all of these products with my own money. I have never been sent anything or anything along those lines, so this video isn't going to be a huge video like a lot of the YouTube videos I've seen from other people on here, but it is a video about just all the makeup that I've been really liking throughout 2017, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get started. So the first thing that I wanted to kind of bring to light that I really liked throughout 2017, going to be zero surprise to anybody who has been on my channel for any amount of time through 2017, and that is the brand ColourPop. So ColourPop as a makeup brand, I would definitely say is one of my favorites. Not even just their products, but their attitude towards everything. Their customer service is pretty damn good as well, a lot better than a lot of companies I've dealt with in the past, and like they're just really killing it for 2017. So these are the 3 palettes that I actually have from them. I know they have like probably 6 or 7 palettes by now because they just keep dropping them. ColourPop's always coming out with new stuff constantly, so you definitely will always have something to spend your money on. Me personally, a lot more than I kind of planned to in 2017, but that's besides the point. The 3 palettes I have here though are the Yes Please palette, which took me 3 different launches to get my hands on because everybody was seriously into getting this palette. Then I have the She palette, the Femme Rose She palette. And lastly, of course, the My Little Pony palette, which sold out in like, I think 10 minutes or something on the site. Not only are these super pigmented, they do have a little bit of kickback, but that's to be expected with such pigmented shadows, but these ones are $16. My hand just hurt from smacking them that hard, but they are $16 each, which is an incredible price considering there are 12 shadows in each of these. Doing some math here, that is $1.33 per shadow. Another fan favorite that's probably going to be shown in a lot of these favorite videos is the No Filter Concealer. The one that I have is in Fair Neutral. Why can't I say this word? They don't have an outstanding amount of shade range, but they do have a decent amount, and it has sold out super quick because it's such a good formula. I do find it dries down a little bit fast, but besides that, I personally only really use it to cut my crease when I'm doing like eyeshadow looks or when I'm doing some special effects looks like I have in the past with Freddie. Tutorials where I've had to put the color of my skin on top of a layer of something to make it look like my skin had burned away. And this is definitely really good for that. Another product I'm wanting to mention from ColourPop is something that I actually buy during every single launch that they have, just because I never want to run out of it and they have launches all the time. And that is the brow pencil. I think this is the Precision Brow Pencil. This one specifically is Dope Taupe. This one is a brand new one. This one I've made it probably about halfway to 3/4 of the way through. The only downside to these I find is that once you put them up, you can't bring them back down. They're not retractable. You kind of never know when you're out of it until you're out of it, which, I mean, it's too little too late, but just stock up and you will be perfectly fine with these. Just before we're getting off the ColourPop train, I did want to mention a few more products that are in the same realm of each other, and that actually might not be a few more. It might not be considered a few more. The single shadows. These single shadows, they've done a crazy amount of launches. I can't even like tell you how many of them I have. The only eyeshadows I have in my Z palette are either from Makeup Geek or ColourPop, and that should just resonate enough with you guys because there are a ton. I personally am a big fan of any single shadows, not even just specifically ColourPop, but any in general, because I like being able to put them into a palette that I specifically want them in. Like I've said, I do love the ColourPop eyeshadow palettes, but it is really nice to be able to put them into a palette as I want them and be able to take them out. Although you can always depot them, but I prefer not to because I've never done it before and I don't want to kind of ruin them at all. And one last thing I really like about ColourPop is that not only are they a super great price and really good with their social media presence, they are also cruelty free, so they do not test on animals whatsoever. Now, striding away finally from ColourPop, another brand I wanted to bring up is Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding Jeffree Star as a YouTuber and person, away from all the controversy as him as a whole. his makeup products are bomb. I think we can all agree on that. If you haven't tried his makeup products because you don't like him as a person or a YouTuber, that's fine, but this is my video and you guys are watching it, so clearly you want to know about my favorites. And from his brand, I haven't tried everything. I've mainly only tried the lip scrubs and the liquid lipsticks, but from those I have picked out a few of them that I really enjoyed. From his most recent launch, which was the Glitter Holiday Collection, this baby right here is called Poinsettia. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It is a beautiful, beautiful red. This is the perfect like red metallic lip color. I love it so much. The one though that I'm currently wearing on my lips right now is from the Manny MUA and Jeffree Star collaboration called I'm Shook. Although there are plenty of other ones that I really like from the Jeffree Star collection. Basically all of them. I mean, some of them are a little bit on the patchier side, especially the red ones, because red is a very, very hard color to make vegan, which brings me into another reason why I love Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and that is because the formula is completely vegan. Pretty sure they are cruelty-free as well. Next up on the Jeffree Star topic are lip scrubs. These babies, I have 5 of them. I have Gingerbread Man Cookies, Hot Cocoa Peppermint, Marshmallow, Candy Cane, and Pancakes and Syrup. I would probably say my favorite between these are Pancakes and Syrup, which is his collaboration with Nathan, which, oh my god, it is so insanely like Pancakes and Syrup. I don't know how the hell they did it, but good on you, Jeffree. They are completely edible, although he obviously stresses that they are not supposed to be used as a meal replacement. Next up is a brand that I've actually heard of through a YouTuber that I'm basically obsessed with, Raw Beauty Christy here on YouTube, and she has recently gotten into the makeup world of BH Cosmetics. So I checked out their site on her recommendation. One of the purchases that I'm most happy with is the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Makeup Brush Cleaner. It's just this guy right here. The BH Cosmetics BH Studio Pro Makeup Brush Cleaner. All you have to do with this bad boy is spray it onto your brush heads and then just kind of swirl them onto a paper towel or even a makeup wipe, and just do that a couple times and you will be good to go, starting over like it's from scratch. Speaking of starting over, this guy right here, there are tons of brands who have done the exact same thing, so it's not specifically to this brand, but it is a color swap cosmetic brush refresher. This guy, you just open it up and there's like a sponge in it, almost like what you'd use to make like a spotting effect with special effects. And then you just twirl your brush in it and it will clean out your brush just quickly for the next time you can use it. Next up is my tried and true, as you guys have probably seen a lot of my tutorials if you have watched my other videos, and that is the Sephora Collection Colorful Eyeliner that is waterproof. I get the one that's called Black Lace. There's not much to say about this. I mean, I get this from Sephora, so there are a ton of reviews on there if you want to check it out, but I really, really like this because it does have a nice felt tip, so I get a nice little precise line. They have changed up the packaging since I first started getting it, which, I mean, it doesn't really matter to me, but it is a little bit on the heavier side, which, I mean, a lot of people like that because they feel like it isn't as cheap. I honestly don't mind. I find it easier to work with when it's lighter, but regardless, I'm going to still keep purchasing it, so. It is, however, on a little bit of a pricier side. I am a cheap ass bitch, and so I really enjoy stuff that is obviously cheaper. And that one specifically is $16 plus taxes, which is a little bit on the steep side, but I don't use it super often lately because I haven't been doing a lot of eyeliner looks, as you guys have probably noticed. But regardless of that, when I do want to do eyeliner and a nice little cat eye, I just use that guy. I have 2 eyeliners here. One of them I actually don't use as an eyeliner per se. The first one that I don't use as an eyeliner is the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, which you guys have probably heard me talk a ton of on my channel. I use this as a base for any colorful looks that I'm going to be going for, like any colorful eye looks. This is a beautiful, beautiful base, and it's a lot cheaper than their actual eyeshadow base. I think their eyeshadow base, depending on where you go, is up to almost like 12 to 15 bucks, whereas this is like just a couple bucks, especially because normally you can get these on sale for maybe like 5-6 bucks, so it's basically half the price and you get probably the same amount of product or even more. The only difference is you have to sharpen this one, which I don't really mind because it's cheaper. Don't mind putting in a little bit more effort. And the other one is actually a product from Sally Beauty Supply, which I didn't expect to be used as much as I have been using it, but it is the Femme Couture Get Lined Kajal Eye Pencil, I think is what it's called. But it is basically just an eyeliner that I personally either use in my waterline as you would, or I actually use it as a black base. I like it more than the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Black Bean, personally. I find it's a lot less oily on my eyelids and it doesn't crease as much. I did get this a long time ago at Sally's, so I don't know if they'd still sell it, although I really hope they do because I'm kind of in love with it and I'm definitely going to be going back if they have it. Next up is probably the only palette that I've used quite a few times on my channel since the beginning of last year, and it is the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Honey palette. I haven't used a lot of the shades in it, but I have used the ones that I have used a lot, if that makes sense. Plus, it doesn't hurt that it smells amazing. A lot of people I've heard don't like the smell of Too Faced products. The Sweet Peach palette is a little bit on the sweeter side, but this, oh my god, I love it more than life itself. Next up, taking it back to NYX Cosmetics, I am bringing up the glitter primer, which I actually used on my eyes today to obviously prime them for the glitter, because that's what you do with glitter primer. Not too much to say about this. It's a nice little formula. It's a weird color, actually. It comes out as a yellowy color, which is really, really weird to me, but I mean, it works, so I don't really care. Plus, it usually is going over a base anyways, and you don't see it when it dries down. Next up is something to actually start your skin off for the makeup itself. I probably should have started this out at the beginning, but whatever, we're going with it at this point. And it is the Pixie Glow Tonic. I picked this up at Shoppers for a decent amount. I think it was almost like 20 bucks, but it does last a pretty decent amount of time. As you can see, I am almost done it. So I do need to pick another one up, but I will definitely be purchasing this and purchasing this. I use this as a toner, obviously, but I also mix it with a little bit of rosehip oil, and it definitely has helped to clear up my skin. The last chunk of products that I wanted to mention is actually a couple tools, which are literally a handful. So it's these guys right here, a bunch of brushes. These are brushes that whenever I do a makeup look, these are specifically the ones I usually go for. A lot of these are Morphe brushes because I kind of found them out as of this past year. So if you don't like Morphe, I totally understand, you guys do you, but for me specifically, I really like the Morphe M432 brush. I use this brush specifically to put any like glitter glue or glitter itself on my eyelids. I use this today to put the glitter and glitter glue on my eyelids. The next one is the Morphe M408 brush, and this one I use mostly to pack on a incredible amount of pigment or eyeshadow. I use it today for the orange under my eyelid a little bit, as well as my crease to deepen it out because it is a very dense brush. Next up is the M507, which I mostly use a little bit in my crease if, again, I want to deepen it up, but kind of almost diffuse it while deepening the crease, or if I'm putting it under my eyelash to kind of blend it out before I use a really fluffy brush to really diffuse the product. Which brings me to my last Morphe brush, which is the M330, which is the biggest fluffy brush that I have from Morphe. And this is what I use to blend everything out, whether it's in my crease, just below my brow bone, or underneath my eye. I use this brush religiously through every single makeup look. Moving into kind of cheaper brushes almost. This kind of brush you can probably get almost anywhere, but I got it from Sally Beauty Supply. The brand is Face Secrets, and it is a dual-ended brush. It has the tapered side and then the spoolie side. I personally use the spoolie side, but not even to do my eyebrows. I use it to go through my lashes once I've got my mascara on there to basically lengthen them and like part them a little bit. But I need something that doesn't have product already on it. But the last one that I want to mention is from ColourPop, and it irks me so bad that these don't actually have a name on them. This one is the medium-sized pencil brush. It doesn't have a number on them, and I keep using them like a magic wand. This one I really, really like for getting under your eyes. Talking about these brushes now, I kind of almost want to do a brush video specifically about the brushes I use for specific things. So if you guys want to kind of see that, or I might just do it anyways, because why not? But give this video a like or comment in the comment section down below if you guys would like to see that. A little bit of a longer video than I thought this was going to be, but that is it for today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And again, if you haven't subscribed already, then just subscribe down below. It's totally free to do, and click that notification bell if you actually want to be notified. I mean, YouTube sometimes doesn't even notify people, but regardless of that, if you guys want to see any more future videos for 2018, which one of my actual, I wouldn't call them a resolution, but I'm really hoping to get a lot more into the YouTube swing of things, putting out really cool content, makeup tutorials, special effects tutorials, everything that I've currently been doing, but putting my all A game into this. And I hope you guys end up enjoying it all through 2018, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!